Hello everyone. So here we are with the third round of Cruise Control Cup Qualifiers. So this is the third session. We had two sessions yesterday in which seven drivers took part and set their times. Today we have two and some more drivers will be joining us for this session. So before we begin with the session, I'd like to give you a description of the car. So the drivers will be driving the GR86 RZ21. So here are the specs of the car: 231 horsepower with a weight of 1270 kilograms. A slightly front heavy car, which makes it very stable under braking, and the low power makes it very stable in corner exits as well. So the tires will be using is sports mediums, and the performance point, as you can see, is 517.86. So from yesterday's time, we had Pleb doing a 2 minute 44.5, and all the other drivers were in the 2 minute 45s and 2 minute 46s. So let's see what the drivers can do today. But before that, let's have a go around the track and see how to drive around here. So about the way to drive this car, you would like to rev this to the very limit for the maximum output, and then heroes it's flat. Going up to the next turn, we let it rev in the fifth gear itself, no need to upshift. As we continue, we try to brake in a straight line and keep it stable. Don't make the car work too hard, work with the car, not against it. Stay smooth and this car responds very well. Braking in straight line, slightly getting off the brake slowly, and then let the car rotate, float around the corner, and then back onto the throttle. As we go downhill from here towards Puhon. So this corner is really fun and just as tricky. So you brake early and let the car float, and get onto the throttle as early as you can to maximize the power and maximize the speed till the approach of the next corner, which is a very beautiful chicane. So you slow down, but down to the third, let the car float, rotate slowly, again back onto the power. And that's how you reach the end of the second sector, and from here it is flat out till the chicane. So this is a very daring corner that we are approaching. So you want to commit to it, but if you miss the apex, you will be punished heavily with a half a second penalty, which will ruin your current lap and the coming lap as well. You brake on the 150 board, brake in a straight line, get off the brakes, let the car roll, and then back onto the throttle as early as you dare. And that's a lap around Spa in the GR86. So let's wait until other drivers come. The qualifying will start at 9:15 sharp. So we are waiting for one more driver to join, and as soon as he joins, we'll be good to go. So two more drivers are joining us, and as soon as they enter, we'll start the qualifying session. Sorry for the delays. So we'll be starting with the qualifying session. Okay, so here we go. So Vishal is going to be the first guy to start his flying lap. So let's go on board with him and follow him for a lap. And he gets a penalty. So Vishal sets a banker of 247.1. Gyanesh goes 8 tenths faster with a 246.337, whereas Makov, coming to finish his first lap, does a 247.824. And he goes off track. Does he get a penalty for that? Yes, he does. That's a stellar lap from Ganesh. That's second sector was too quick. Let's see if we can carry that advantage and set a 245.5 or not. So Ganesh here is on a charge in his quali session. And he still has 8 more attempts to go after this one ends. And he sets a 245.5. This is not a very good performance from Mako. He is one of the few A+ drivers in Simnation India, and he is only setting a 247 flat. So either he has not practiced or he is not in his rhythm. Let's see what he does by the end of this qualifying session. Wait, he had a half a second penalty. So considering that, that lap could have been a 46 flat. Let's see how this lap goes. And he's already getting purple sectors. Arvik, about the tire noises that we are getting, it's because of the latency issues that some drivers are rubber banding a bit, and because of that weird tire noises are being rendered. So we finally see a time by Dars, but he is still stuck in pits. So it seems like there is a glitch on the game side. He is moving, but we can't see him moving. Makov is still purple, 1.5 tenths. So this lap could easily be a mid 45 for Makov as well. And he was flat through there. He is committing to this lap with everything he has. Let's see what he does. And Ganesh improves further with a 245.522. And a 45 flat, not flat but very low 45. That's a very fast lap from Makov. So is he going to be with Pleb and get into the 44s? Maybe he can also go into the mid 44s. But will he be able to dethrone Pleb from being the fastest quali time setter? Let's see. So among the three drivers that we can clearly see a difference in driving style between them. So Ganesh is trying to slide the car, he is understeering a bit, oversteering a bit, he is fighting the car and he is extracting whatever he can from that. Vishal on the other hand, he is trying to be gentle on the throttle, let the car do its thing, coasting a lot to the corners and trying to find the best groove he can for the car. Meanwhile, Makov, he is relying on the body roll of the car, letting the car do its thing, and that's clearly working very well for him. I say that and he starts sliding. Anyhow, let's see if the other drivers are going to improve on their lap times or it is going to be a dry phase of the qualifying session. And Ganesh goes wide. That was a bit too wide. I think that might be a penalty for him. Oh no, he doesn't get a penalty, but he goes too wide through the chicane. That is surely going to cost him, I believe. Yeah, he's not improving in this lap. Actually, that was pretty slow, 2 seconds slower than his fastest. Meanwhile, Vishal has his blinkers going. Let's see what he does. So this was a cool down lap for him. Vishal isn't making any big errors, but these small errors through Puhon and even before that at the hairpin, they are slowly and slowly piling up and costing him time compared to the other drivers in the lobby. Let's see if he can improve through this sector, and if he can, will he be able to carry the advantage to the end. So we see a very slight improvement from him. Hopefully this lap will be an improvement over his personal best. Meanwhile, Makov is coming to finish his lap. That was a rather wide entry into the last corner, and he slightly misses in improving his fastest lap, but that was still a very fast lap from him. And Vishal also goes into the 49th. So all three drivers are really fast in this lobby, and half the quali session is still left. So Makov has parked his car. So is he satisfied with his lap? Is he going to continue anymore? He has put on the handbrake so his car won't roll even if he pauses. So let's follow the other drivers here. Gars had an improvement over his last lap, getting into the 248s to a rate of 47.9, or that was a 48 flat. This is a slow lap from Vishal. Let's see what Ganesh has in store for us. So he's also not included this lap. There we see Makov in our field of view towards the left, parked his car beyond the AstroTurf. So Darsh set a lap in 46, a mid to high 46. So that was a nice 1.5 second improvement from him, but we still can't see him moving. So that's a strange sight. Meanwhile, Gyanesh recovered from his spin, and Vishal is going strong. This doesn't look like a particularly fast lap from him. No, it is an improvement, and 2 tenths up, no less. So he's slowly but surely bridging his gap with Gyanesh. So he's going to have 2 more attempts after finishing this one. Will he be able to get P2 in this quali session, or will he have to be satisfied with his third place? So that's a very aggressive line he takes to the final chicane. And he loses time in the final sector, but still it's not a slow lap. We are seeing improvement from all our drivers. Slowly but surely the lap times are coming in. Meanwhile, Matthew is parked on the left. And Ganesh has a half-a-second penalty which he got probably after the penalty line, and Vishal is driving clean, still going without a penalty. It's such a shame that we can't spectate Darsh Motorsport in this qualifying session. He's just in the same lobby in a different parallel universe. So his times are coming in, but we can't see him driving. But rest assured, he'll not be able to use any unfair means. He'll just not have any traffic while driving. So he improved his time further, getting a low mid 2 minute 46. So he's the only driver who hasn't yet entered the 45s. So let's hope for the best, and let's hope that he also gets into the 45. Makes this the fastest qualifying lineup we have in the 3 days, in the 3 sessions. Interestingly, Gyanesh has also parked his car. So it's only Vishal and Darsh still going for a better time, and unfortunately we can only spectate Vishal for now. So Gyanesh has once again continued on his drive. So he'll get 2 more chances to improve his lap time. So let's see how much he can do. Can he upset the table? Or have we seen the best from Ganesh in this session? So interestingly enough, Vishal is staying level with the fastest lap he has, and in the fastest lap he set, his third sector was rather slow compared to his personal best of the third sector. So he should be able to improve if he doesn't make any mistakes here this time around. Let's hope that he gets a better time. He is again very aggressive on the approach of the final chicane. And he makes an even bigger mistake this time around, losing 1/10 over his personal best. So this is going to be the last run for Vishal. Let's see what he can do, if he can improve his time, if he can take the second place from Ganesh in this session. Meanwhile, let's follow Ganesh in the finishing of his 9th flying lap, and he has break. He is warming up the tires before taking a final bite at the cherry. I don't think that would have held him a lot, because we are on sports tires, so it would have just slid under him, but maybe he knows something that I don't. That was a very sharp exit from the first corner, trying to maximize his traction through the exit. Let's see what time he manages at the end of the first sector. And that's a 48 flat. It's not an improvement over his best lap, but that's what Vishal has done his best lap. So where is Vishal coming to the end of the second sector? Is this an improvement? No, it's not. But will he be able to recover anything in the final sector? Let's see. Half a second would be a very big ask, considering that was set in his fastest lap. But so he has bailed out. He has bailed out from this lap. He won't be getting any more attempts. So let's stay with Ganesh now. That was a pretty nasty slide. It would have cost him a lot of time. So just from that mistake alone, I'm pretty confident that he won't be. Actually, he is already 20 seconds below. So he has also bailed out from this lap. So I think the results are finalized for this qualifying session, except for Dars. We don't know where he is, but he's somewhere around this track. He's not in the pits, I can assure you that much. I think this guy is watching something. I can see he's looking at something, but I don't know. He's trying to explore the dashboard or something. But let's see. He's going to do whatever he's doing for 30 more seconds. Parking his car on third gear. Diabolical. Meanwhile, the other drivers have finished their run, so we are just waiting for the quali time to end, and then we'll have our results. So here we have our results. Makov setting a 2 minute 45.187 and bailing out the second half of the qualifying session. Gyanish setting a 2 minute 45.522 with a gap of 0.3 second to Makov. Vishal setting a 2 minute 45.852 and Dars setting a 2 minute 46.435. So provisionally here is our ranking. We have Aditya Raghav with a 2 minute 44.558. P2 is Makov with a 2 minute 45.187. P3 is Galaxy with a 2 minute 45.348. P4 is Pagal Raja Jr. with 2 minute 45.382. P5 is Gyanish with a 2 minute 45.5. I'm sorry. Yeah, P5 is Ganesh with a 2 minute 45.522. P6 is Rahul with a 2 minute 45.538. P7 is Abdus with a 2 minute 45.574. P8 is Vishal with a 2 minute 45.852. P9 is Das with a 2 minute 46.435. P10 is Pianshu with 2 minute 46.787. And lastly, we have Avik with a 2 minute 47.124 at P10. Thank you. That's it for the stream. If we have any other drivers joining us for the next and final session for the qualifying, then we'll be back online.